I got all the ones that I like.
And I got a couple of little accessories like the puppy snips. I don't know if y'all have seen these. Sherry carries them also, but I'd never seen them
Sherry
in person.
yeah,
sorry. I'd never seen them in person, so I didn't realize how freaking adorable they are. But they're just little tiny scissors with a puppy face on them, and they're very easy to keep up with. They're only there to cut yarn. You're not gonna.
And they're coming out in a whole bunch of different colors.
Yeah, and I just got the one that I liked the best, which was the green, which might be the only color that was there.
That was the only color she had there, but they're coming out in a ton of different colors.
And this is my little fiddler. But I got a couple notions, a magazine, and this Regia hand dye effect, which I haven't seen before. It doesn't necessarily mean it's brand new. I don't know. And I got it in this like purples, light pinks, and grays.
And she had a shawl done out of it, the citron and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, so I don't know this might become a shawlette. It's 420 meters, so a little more yardage than that.
And it's almost a sport.
Yeah, it's a fingering, but I would say it's a heavy fingering because it's looks like a one ply with just black thread as the second ply.
But you can't see the black thread when it's knit up, really. It's
that's
really
true.
Interesting.
So this, I got this. I'm not certain what I'll use it for yet, but I will use it for something. So, excuse me.
And I got some patterns and some other stuff. I'm trying to think.
You want a knit along that was not for Stringtown, so why don't you show what you got for the knit along?
So y'all know I do the Wendy Knits socks from the toe up knit along. And I did the Labyrinth socks in May. I knit those out of some yo-yo string, and I won a prize. So Tuscan Grove sent me this lovely yarn. It was in the mailbox when I got back. It made me happy. It's a one-of-a-kind colorway. They also included little balls of samples of all their different kinds of yarn. So it's very cool. I think it's going to become a multinoma, which is what I'm wearing right now. I'll take this off so I can show y'all. This is out of Nama Nama, but I think it's going to become something like that, and I've worn the crap out of it because it's certain I need to reweave in my ends. I knit this one in December, so I wear it all the time. It's my little, just like I'm wearing now to work.
Because I freeze her out too.
And Leslie freezes me, but yep, that's my one of a kind. I can't tell. It says Tuscan something one of a kind. I'll show you all that. But Tuscan Grove used to be Saturn Moon. It's half of what used to be Saturn Moon. So I'm excited. I've always this is my first Tuscan Grove. I always loved Saturn Moon, and I've bought stuff from the other half. They split. They were two people and then they split. Gaslight Dye Works, which I know you have around here somewhere.
Yeah, I do have
I bought stuff from her, so this is my first Tuscan Grove. So I'm excited, and Sherry at the Loopy carries that all the time as well.
Yeah, that's where I got the, I got some Tuscan Grove also. It was a sport weight, I think.
Cool.
Or maybe I'm thinking.
I used to love like their Johnny Cash. And,
I never
Saturn
got
Moon had
anything
gorgeous colorways
before they split. So also another thing that I got while I was at Stringtown was the Knit Scene, and Laura got hers at our local yarn shop.
Yep.
But I hadn't been there. I'm not there every day. So.
You're not there every day like I am, is that what you're saying?
This is what it looks like. And we got some things tabbed because each one of us has some things that we want to
Some of us
about.
have more than others.
Not going there. So
you can go first.
The three things that I wanted to talk about, two of them are things I actually want to knit, and one is not what I want to knit. So this is one of them. It's called the Brise Soleil cardigan, and it's just a simple lace one-button cardigan, and I like that a lot actually. I'm not certain what weight yarn it uses or anything. I'll have to look into it, and I will wait until some other people have knit it before I knit it, because I've been burned before. Another thing that I like was the Dorflinger, yeah, Dorflinger tee. But it uses a very chunky yarn, so I'm not certain whether it's something I'm going to knit. That's another thing where I'll wait to see what other people do first, and then I'll possibly, it's in my queue, I did add it to my queue, but I'm not certain that I'm going to knit it. The last thing I wanted to talk about was, what is this called? I can't tell. balsam jacket, is that what that is? Or
Yep.
is that what that is? Oh yeah, because that's a hoodie. So the balsam jacket. And if you look closely at it, and I noticed this when they
Leslie and I have had debates about this for the last
about
week.
in the knit scene preview when they send it out, where you can go and look at the photos before the magazine's actually on the shelf. It's this cardigan, right? And it kind of looks like the featherweight, but it's a little bit more fitted. I'm going to. So anyway, this is what it looks like. And I'm a little bit bothered because it looks like it was photographed inside out. Now, before people jump on me, I've been told that it was made that way because of the deconstructed look, right?
Yep.
And it says that. But it to me, it just looks like it was photographed inside out. Because if you look at the sleeves, you can see the seams.
Yeah, you can see the seams on the shoulders.
And it looks like it was knit and stockinette and then pulled inside out and photographed. And I'm sure that that's the way it's supposed to look. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. But it bugs me a little bit. Not that, of course, my opinion is like,
With a deconstructed
gospel.
look, firmly structured shape, and dramatic color treatment, this little sweater has a big impact. Especially with Leslie.
Especially. It does have a big impact. I will grant them that. So what did you want to show us?
Okay. So every issue, Knit Scene does a designer spotlight. And the designer spotlight for this one is Hannah Fettig. And she's the person who does the Whisper Lace cardigan, which was in another interweave, and the Featherweight cardigan, which I'm going to knit. And so I really also like the look of this.
I like that one.
That is the lettuce raglan. I love raglan shaping. It's one of my favorite types of shaping to wear. You knit the whole body of the sweater and then you attach that collar. So
the only thing I would be concerned about with this
is the collar.
Is drawing more attention to my bosom, as Stacy's daughter would say. Again, I'll just wait and see what other people do.
But I think rather than doing this cowl shaping of the neckline, that you could easily do ribbing there or something, pick up and do ribbing, and bring the neckline up a little bit more.
But then you're modifying it, and then why bother knitting that and not just...
Because I don't think there's been a trend lately to do Malabrigu lace, but I like the shaping of the sweater. Are you saying because I changed the neckline, it no longer becomes that sweater?
If you're going to change it that drastically, yeah, I would feel like it's basically, essentially a new garment, because it's stockinette with some ribbing at the bottom, right? So
the neckline makes the sweater?
I think in that case, the neckline is what makes that sweater its own pattern.
As a teacher, I have to be careful about doing the low dips for obvious reasons.
So what else in that book did you want to talk about?
It's interesting. I like her other design as well. She's got 3 in here. So I also wanted to talk about, let's see, I could just pull to my tabs. I really like this shawl. It is the Taifa scarf. Seems like Knit Scene does not do easily pronounceable names. It takes 3 skeins of a sock yarn and 2 skeins to do the whole shawl and then 1 skein to do the edging, essentially. They say a half skein.
Which she's already informed me is my
It's
responsibility.
crochet, so it's Leslie's responsibility. And you don't cast off and then crochet around it. You use the
live stitches.
Yeah, the live stitches.
That's
so then it's definitely that way if you mess it up,
it's my fault.
Definitely blame you. There's a lot of little accessories in here. There's a lot of hats. The socks are pretty cute. There's some cute cowls. I also like this shawl. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's by one of the women who works for the fiber company. She's the one that did the Noro shawl that I was doing, where it was every other. That's her. Kate.
Well, you know she can't pull this one out.
Kate Gadon Osborne.
Gadon Osborne.
Yeah.
The oscilloscope shawl.
And I like it because it's knit sideways, and it uses a heavier yarn. It uses 400 yards of worsted. So I think it'd be really cute to do like a last minute gift project, especially with Christmas coming. But also, it would take 2 skeins of Malabrigu, which is what a lot of scarves have. So I have a kind of stockpile of 2 skeins.
Really?
Really? Of 2 skeins of Malabrigu in different colors. And then I love Blue Sky Alpaca's ads. Every time they are in here, they're pretty.